Randy, what's driving the growing interest in portfolio customization amongst both investors and technology providers?
In the context of portfolio management, there are a lot of very specific forms of customization that are very topical in the industry right now. ESG is a really big one. Tax optimization, everybody's starting to understand that each individual pays their own taxes, and so customizing the portfolio to improve individual client after-tax return is a source of value. So there are a number of things specific to how portfolios are constructed that really add value for the investor that are also driving a lot of it.
Excellent points, Randy. I would add also that the advancement in technology, I think, is also driving this a bit. I think maybe 20, 30 years ago when you talked about the wealth space, it was very much driven to, singular portfolio construction. Are you a low, medium, or high risk sort of individual? And now we see that it's across a large spectrum. And so you needed technology to be able to continue to accommodate that spectrum that you were talking about, Randy. And, using things like optimization technology to be able to hone in on a specific tax optimization model that a particular client would like, or we're seeing that many clients have their own version of sustainability or ESG that they would like to implement, and it's not the same across the board. And so using an optimizer, using varied risk factors to be able to accommodate those specific customization requirements it's definitely a trend that we're seeing.
Why did we decide to partner with Qontigo when we launched Tailored Portfolio Solutions?
Yeah, it was a great process. We decided to build Tailored Portfolio Solutions a couple of years ago to really fill this need in the marketplace for portfolio customization and to really address the operational complexities and scale limits, if you will, of existing solutions that are in the marketplace. And so we had a very specific set of objectives that we were trying to solve for when we chose to partner with Qontigo. We kind of laid out what those objectives were, and they were primarily around functionality, very specific functional footprint and a set of capabilities we wanted to have in an engine and in a partner. We made the decision very early that we weren't going to build that portion of the technology offering. Portfolio optimization is a very complicated set of mathematical calculations and supporting data. And it was just not really in the core competencies of the things that Charles River really wanted to build into the core product. And so we kind of laid out the criteria and the objectives of what we were looking for in a partner. Again, functionality, but also scalability. It was really important that as we built out the solution, that we were able to really support very large volumes. We provide kind of core wealth management technology to some of the largest financial institutions in the world. And so it was really important that we were able to architect a solution that would support their scale businesses and their growth ambitions. And so we laid out those criteria, and we looked at the options in the market. And there are a number of vendors that have portfolio optimization technologies. And really on all of the criteria that we laid out, the folks at Qontigo, Axioma were far and away the number one provider and the best partner. And so it was a rigorous process, but at the end of the day, it was actually a pretty simple choice.
We appreciate that, Randy. It's been a phenomenal partnership so far. We've absolutely enjoyed being in this new adventure with you guys together. We had been partners with Charles River on the institutional side, as you know, for a number of years already. And when we were approached to add the additional services of the Tailored Portfolio Solutions group, we were thrilled. We were excited for the opportunity, and we were excited to be able to showcase the sheer capacity and the skill set that the optimizer brings to the table. So everything from what Randy and team were looking for in terms of tax optimization, volume and scale. I mean, these guys were coming to us not with hundreds of accounts or thousands of accounts, but hundreds of thousands of accounts that needed to be processed, not in a matter of days, but a matter of minutes, matter of hours. And so we were excited to showcase what we could do and what we could bring to the complement of the solution that they were offering to the market. And then one more thing that I think we really kind of came together on was our core set of values between our two organizations and what we knew we could accomplish together. So the support of our product specialists and our sales specialist team, in conjunction with the amazing team that you guys have built, we knew it was going to be a good fit together.
Courtney, how's the rapidly growing demand for portfolio customization impacting wealth managers' product offerings?
A couple of the things that we're seeing that wealth managers are asking for over and over again is more flexibility to be able to offer custom solutions to their end clients. That's coming up in a couple of different categories. It's coming up in tax optimization, whether that's tax loss harvesting or it's just creating a custom boundary around the type of tax harvesting that they want to create. It's coming up in model portfolio construction and being able to create various end model portfolios that clients can adjust to. It's also coming up in the creation of just ESG and how clients want to think about the way that they are managing to certain sustainability mandates that they might want to pursue. So all of these things are affecting the way that portfolio managers are trying to deliver a solution out to their end clients. And without the flexibility of an optimization engine that can handle those kinds of problems, they're not able to effectively deliver this kind of solution.
Randy, what challenges do financial advisors face as they look to offer these products to their clients?
There are a few. One is just the operational complexity and the scale implications. If you've got 300 or 400 customers and they all have individual portfolios that don't in any way map to kind of a central set of models, then you've created some amount of complexity. You have to kind of manage all of those individually if you don't have good technology, and that's really where the technology comes in. So it's managing the scale impact and the operational complexity impact of customization. And our Tailor Portfolio Solutions product is one way to address that. The other is kind of communicating both the value and the risk associated with customization. When you start to individually tilt each client's portfolio for a variety of conditions, you have to be very careful. You have to make sure that you're considering the risk impact as well as the perceived value of the customer, whether that's alignment with their values or improving after-tax return. And so finding ways to effectively understand and communicate the value of the customization on an ongoing basis is something that financial advisors are, I don't want to say struggling with, but it's definitely something that is required as they lean into portfolio customization as part of their value proposition.
Courtney, how can firms bring these new products to market quickly and cost effectively?
A couple of things to think about is the cost of building an optimizer or any kind of optimization software is extremely expensive. So thinking about doing a partnership with a firm whose sole focus is creating optimization and risk factor models is absolutely a way to bring those kinds of solutions to market quickly. Finding a platform like the Tailor Portfolio Solutions platform that offers that service already embedded into its overall offering is an even faster way to be able to get these types of things to market. You want to create a model portfolio right away, it's already available on the platform. You want to create a new tax optimization scheme for a particular set of clients, already available. You want to be able to handle multi-portfolio optimization, meaning managing optimization across various households, not just across portfolios, already available within this platform solution. Trying to create those types of, the type of software yourself, that's a multi-year process, easily 5 years before you're able to come to market with those kinds of solutions. So find the experts, find the folks that are already bringing this to the table, along with not just the software itself, but those of us in the industry who know how this works, who can advise you on being able to bring those solutions quickly to your clients.
Randy, follow-on thoughts to that?
Yeah, I just reinforce that. I think leveraging technology solutions like we have, Tailored Portfolio Solutions, I think it's a real critical component rather than trying to roll your own. The large financial institutions, the largest financial institutions out there, maybe have the capacity to piece together components in the marketplace and knit together the required workflows to make operational delivery of customization workable. But for any but the largest, they really need a solution, and they need a solution that integrates both the portfolio optimization engine of, like Qontigo, Axioma, but also with all of the other components that go into workflow. So, account opening, client profiling, trading, operations, portfolio management, all of the things that go into delivering a customized solution. And so that's what we've achieved with the Tailored Portfolio Solutions product. It's really not just putting in an optimizer, but wrapping it with all of the other kind of components in a workflow that allow a firm to do that really well, to do it quickly, to do it at scale. I think the other thing that firms have to kind of think about in doing this and trying to do it quickly is kind of adjusting their investment philosophy and their investment thinking a little bit to make room for and accommodate optimization-based workflows. It's different, running portfolios through an optimization-based workflow and looking at kind of large volumes of accounts and doing exceptions-based processing, looking at things like tracking error. These are new for a lot of firms. There's a lot of value in it, but there's a change management component that firms really need to embrace. If they do that, then they can move fast. But kind of the ability to do this agile and to do it quickly, a lot of times is really dependent on a firm being able to kind of embrace that change and accept it as a price for implementing volume customization.
What additional considerations do separate account managers have when they're looking at implementing portfolio customization?
A lot. There's opportunity in separate account product and distribution, but there are also constraints. Separate account managers that are operating in separate account programs, distributing their products through kind of traditional third-party separate account platforms, they're typically one step removed from the financial advisor and a couple of steps removed from the underlying retail investor. And so customization generally requires a lot of information about the customer, about what's in their account right now, their actual holdings, tax lots, what have you, but also their values and the criteria that are going to be used for customization. And in general, separate account programs aren't very well engineered to deliver the end-to-end workflows required by a separate account manager to get that. And so for separate account managers, a lot of what they need to consider in building customized solutions that are going to put into separate account distribution is how do they engineer the processes required to get that underlying client and FA level data that's going to allow them to deliver those types of services.
Courtney, how's our partnership helping firms address this demand for customized portfolios amongst their clients?
It goes back to the holistic platform answer. And Randy alluded to this in a previous question, but we are the optimization component. That's what we're really good at. It's a 20-year-old product it is industry leading. It is used by some of the largest asset managers around the globe. We are great at that. We're also really great at risk factor model building, and we have fantastic risk factor models. What we're not known for, and what we don't intend to build, is the overarching architecture and platform to be able to service end-to-end that wealth management solution that's needed. We're a component of it. And so this is really where that partnership kind of comes into play, where Charles River TPS is really bringing that underlying platform. We're coming in with our best of breed optimization solution. The two combined is what's an incredible offering for the marketplace.
Randy?
We bring in our partners at Qontigo, Axioma, and they're the rocket scientists that we bring into the conversation to really go deep around the underlying mathematics of optimization, the trade-offs and considerations. A lot of the industry best practice around optimization gets leveraged. A lot of firms have a lot of ideas of what they want in portfolio customization, and we're able together to really ground those ideas and get them into a format that can be implemented and implemented well and at scale.
Courtney, final thoughts on what you tell a wealth manager looking to break into customized portfolios as a service?
I would say, know what you're good at. Know what you're good at, and then find those services and those partners to complement you. For a lot of our wealth manager clients, we know that they are on the front lines with their end clients. They are the ones handling those difficult discussions. They're the ones building those model portfolios. But get the right tools. Get the right tools in your toolbox and get the right partners behind you to help support those end clients to watch your business grow. Let us be the ones who bring the sophistication of the tools and the platform in our partnership to support you and continue to help you grow your overall business.
I really tend to focus on the change management aspects of this. Firms that have got a large number of customers, they have a way that they've done things for a long time. And in general, the business practices that have allowed them to build a large business have generally kind of viewed portfolio personalization almost as a necessary evil to be minimized because it creates operational complexity. And so it really takes a mindset shift for firms to look at customization really as a source of value and apply technology to the problem such that you effectively eliminate the complexity and can build scale while also delivering that value. And so it's really understanding what in your organization has been perhaps obstacles or could be obstacles, and making sure that you're bringing everybody along and really kind of bringing the portfolio management team, the operations team along for the ride, and getting them to fully embrace kind of the change management aspects of what is going to be required to do this well and do it at scale.
Thank you both for sharing your thoughts with us today.
Thank you
so much, Frank.